Okay, so it's day 10 of the 30-day video challenge, and I have had a huge wake-up call. Today I did the filming of the videos for my work, and it was completely different to holding up an iPhone and filming yourself talk about crap for 3 minutes. So I said this to my boss, and he looked at me with this strange look and said, "It's not meant to be easy. If you can just whip the phone out and record a video like it's nothing, then you're not learning anything, and there's no point to doing the video challenge." And he was completely right. I mean, obviously I'm getting more comfortable filming in public and just walking around holding a phone like this, but I'm not really growing or learning anything. And today was the first day that I was really sitting in front of the camera and just thinking, wow, this is hard. So I'm going to change things up a little bit for the next 20 days. No more frontward facing camera. I can't see myself while I'm presenting, and this is to mimic presenting to an actual camera a bit more. That's the skill that I want to practice. So I want to practice being able to present videos, explaining a concept to an actual camera with lights and the whole shebang. So I want to be able to more logically organize thought and explain certain concepts, have a better flow, stop interrupting myself in the middle of sentences, and becoming more okay with having imperfect sentences and just a more natural presenting style. So not stopping after screwing up words or sentences, or when I think that I've done something not perfect, which is something I was really struggling with today when I was filming. So with that in mind, I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes on the phone, turn the camera around because I'm using the front-facing camera at the moment, and record for a solid 5 minutes telling you about what I was talking about in the video today. So this is some of the conversion mistakes that you could be making on your website. Okay, so the 5-minute timer is on, and I'm not allowed to stop talking until that timer goes off. I don't know if it goes off with the video thing in the background, we'll see. So today I'm going to tell you about the 4 biggest visitor experience mistakes that you may not know you're making on your website. These are very simple mistakes to make, but they can completely ruin a new visitor's experience when they're first coming to your site. And not allowed to stop talking, so I'm just going to keep going. Mistake number 1 is not explaining your business's unique selling proposition or main concept within the first sentence on your site. So within 5 seconds of visiting your site, a new visitor should be able to tell what your business is about. There should be a very big and noticeable sentence right on the top of the homepage that explains exactly what your business does and what your business's unique selling proposition is. Now, to test this, you can get an acquaintance, so a friend of a friend that doesn't really know what your business actually does, to visit your site. Just checking that I didn't actually hit stop there. Now, let them have a look at the website for 5 seconds and then close the browser. Now ask them, what does your business do? If they can't answer you, then you need to do some serious reshuffling of the selling proposition on the very front of your homepage, because it is incredibly important to let your visitor know that your product is a fit for them and that they should keep reading. The second biggest mistake is to overwhelm your visitor with too many calls to actions and light boxes. Now, when you first come to a site, you've all seen them. There are those sites that just pop up after pop up. You don't even get a chance to read a blog's content before you're overwhelmed with do this, sign in for this, get this guide, add me to Twitter, add notifications to your browser. It's horrendously annoying. And the worst part is they're asking you to do all of this stuff before you've even had a chance to connect with the brand or the business. It looks sloppy, it's annoying and overwhelming. So you want to avoid this at all costs. This is the same for your call to actions on your actual site. So any embedded, enter your email address here to get this report, sign up for this mailing list, sign up for this consultation. It can be very tempting to target as many pain points and problems as possible to catch every possible visitor and get every possible visitor's contact details, but you really do have to keep it simple. You need one main call to action and one main lightbox, no more. If you really do want to segment your list, or you have a number of services that are not really related, you can use a multiple choice lightbox. This is where you have a couple of different options on the one lightbox. That's the determining factor there. It just has to be one lightbox, not a whole bunch of different lightboxes popping up all over the place. This is simple, easy to navigate, and it's not anywhere near as intrusive as having 5 pop-ups load on your site. They can click exactly what category attains to them, and then a specific opt-in offer can be offered to them depending on what they choose. This is a much cleaner, nicer way of segmenting your audience. Mistake number 3 is not having a clear and concise menu. Now, it can be tempting just to kind of throw up whatever comes next when you're creating your site. So say you add a disclaimer page, you can throw that in the menu so they can easily find it. And then you add an information evening, you can throw that up as well. And it can get incredibly confusing for a new visitor. I've got quite a few examples of sites where there's either 2 separate menus right up the top, which is very confusing, or there's no way that the 5-minute timer went off, so it cut off the video. But I am just going to quickly finish this for my own, just so I can finish it, because I've been doing this all day, so I want to get it right. So having a clear structured menu that's really easy to navigate if you don't know the flow of the website. So just imagine what people are looking for when they come to your website. Make sure you have all of those easily accessible. You don't have to have them in the top menu, but you can say you have a few services. You can have a menu that says what we do, and that's very obvious. And if someone is looking for a list of your services when they come to your website, it's obvious that those services will be under that menu. So it sounds really silly, but do follow logic. And another good test is the friend of a friend test again. Get someone to ask them to navigate to a specific page on your site. See if just through the menus they can easily get there within one click. So this is going to be the format for the videos from now on. Sorry, that was low battery. That's another reason why I'm trying to wrap it up quickly. My phone is about to die. But yeah, I will try and keep them as concise and succinct as possible, these videos. And also I'm going to try and keep eye contact with the camera and follow a clear train of thought while explaining something that I know well that the viewer doesn't know well. So with all of these things in mind, the next 20 days are going to be very interesting and probably difficult. So I think tomorrow I might try and teach you how to tune a piano, because most people have absolutely no idea how to do that, and there's a lot of visual descriptors in there, so that will be interesting to try and convey through video with no visual aids. So we'll see how that goes. I'll see you then.